Okay. All right. Here we go again. So we were on Twitch, but we are not on Twitch now because we figured let's bring it home. Let's bring the watchalongs home to where they normally are. Here we go. Welcome to the final day of the Premier League. I've got to go through the let's go through the entire intro that I made as well. Well, welcome to the final game of the Premier. Sorry, the final day of the Premier League season. Where there are lots and lots up for stake today, including the likes of relegation, where we are focusing our efforts today on Tottenham Hotspur against Everton, whilst also keeping an eye on the likes of West Ham against Leeds, but also keeping an eye on the European places as well. There's still plenty to go for Europe at the same time, including I'm just getting. It's been a while since we've done YouTube, so I'm just trying to remember all the settings that are needed. So there you go. Right. Anyway, yes, we are watching Tottenham against Everton. I need to get rid of that there, so that the game sound or the match sound doesn't come through. Either way, welcome everybody. We're back on YouTube for the first time in about two months, I think. Come, let us know if you're watching. Welcome again, Carl. We're getting closer and closer to kickoff. Do you remember when we used to do these during the Euros and stuff? Who goes down? Who stays up? Who gets Europe? Everything that you need is on your left-hand side of the screen. Everything down below me at the moment will be turned into the stats for the game as well. So, predictions. In fact, we could probably do a poll. Let's get a poll going, shall we? It's been a while since we've been on this, so I'm trying to remember where everything is. Who gets relegated? There we go. It's been such a long time. I'm trying to remember where everything is. So all this will update itself live as and when it kicks off and as and when it does its thing. And it's a scorching hot day today. I thought it was hot yesterday. Yeah, I thought it was hot yesterday, but it's not even hotter today. Absolutely crazy. Finley, hello to you. Hope you're doing well. Got 67% on Spurs going down. Interesting. Yeah, it's supposed to be hotter tomorrow as well. I'm going about the watch-alongs in a completely different way. We normally do it with like the lineups and stuff. Not doing that this time. We're doing it a little bit differently. And of course, they will return next season as well with the watch-alongs. And of course, we've got the World Cup Well, World Cup watch-alongs will be here on YouTube. I figure it's probably the best place to have them. We were on Twitch doing it, and I don't think it's the right place for watch-alongs. Yeah, I'm still not looking forward to the World Cup. I'll be honest. I'm not looking forward to it at all. So we're following, as I say, we're following Tottenham against Everton. We will obviously keep an eye on the West Ham game. The Twitch account, Carl, if you wouldn't mind. I'm also not sure about this. These so if you're not watching it, the Tottenham players are going out with their kids. They're distracted. They're distracted, which I can only hope will be a good thing. Almost like they're confident. But I think it's crazy to get confident. The Twitch account is there. We have renamed it though. That's the thing. That's probably why you can't find it. Come on, Everton. There's a quote during the week that David Moyes has said he'd love to keep West Ham in the Premier League. Do you know where his head's at today? It's whether the Spurs' heads are there as well. I don't agree before a massive game just nonchalantly just hanging out with your child, thinking it's already done. So it's a good Tottenham team. Like I suppose in another season it would be like mid to sort of like top 7. But the thing is, these players haven't been great at all. West Ham have got not Anthony Taylor. Well, that's them screwed, isn't it? That's them screwed. Unless I just hope Everton are here to turn up and give them a game and not roll over. I do hope they go. I hope they go down. So we're almost ready to go. Paul Hussey, hello to you. Says yes, back on YouTube. Yes. For the watch-alongs, we are back on YouTube. Yes, we were on Twitch, but we decided just for today, for the watch-along for the football, we are doing an F1 watch-along later. We will be on Twitch, but anything football watch-along related will be here on YouTube. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Get voting in the chat, or in the poll, I should say. Who's going down today? Is it Spurs or is it West Ham? I know who I want to go down. I'm hoping it happens. Be a great weekend if it does. You'll see left-hand side, there are games that have already started. Can't Everton. Let's go. We're off and underway. Go on, boys. West Ham early goal will be great. Everton on the attack earlier on. They've got themselves. Everton have got an early corner here. Things says, here we go. Tottenham for the win. No. You don't want that. You don't want that. So yes, keep an eye on the left-hand side here. We've got the scores, and then beyond that is the table. The table will be changing. There are lots of European permutations to fill as well. I should say as well, Paul celebrating 32 months on the channel. Thank you, Paul. Hope you're doing well. Hope you've not missed us too much. Hope you don't miss us too much. I think even with Spurs drawing, if Spurs draw and West Ham win, I still think West Ham go down because of the goal difference. So Spurs have to lose. Free kick Spurs here. Paul says, interesting that Tuchel hasn't selected Foden or Palmer for the World Cup. Probably the right decision. So, yeah. I've got my thoughts on it. I think Palmer is probably the right idea. Palmer, I think, is probably the right decision. He's not been particularly great this season. Foden, though, I don't know. Foden's one of those players where I suppose you never quite know what you're going to get in an England shirt. Same like Jordan Henderson. Like, I was surprised that he got picked. I can't believe I'm saying it, but I'm also surprised that Harry Maguire didn't get picked either. Gone for a Spurs corner. Spurs do have to lose and West Ham have to win, yes. It's doable. It's absolutely doable. I can't remember which season it was, but West Ham had to go to Manchester United and win. And they did exactly that and stayed up. So it is doable. Just the results the results around them have to favour them. But yeah, obviously you got the England squad being announced and stuff. Poses some very interesting questions. Here come Everton. Dewsbury Hall can't quite get there. It's a poor pass, really. And a free kick. Still 0-0 between all the other games that are playing at the moment. There's been a lot of changes in the England squad. Don't think we'll get far in the World Cup. I don't think we will either, to be fair. What I don't understand, and I will also point this one out, is why he selected the Tottenham right back. I'm assuming he's not seen the table and how bad Spurs have been this season. But Jed Spence, who is playing for Spurs, he got picked. So I don't understand why. Here comes Spurs. Gallagher. Jed Spence placing it back. Porro shoots. Spurs have started okay. They've done all right. Make it make sense. There's probably a few other players you take instead of Jed Spence. Oh, I should probably hang on. Oh, Gallagher puts it wide. Early chance for Spurs. Okay, so below me is the stats to the game that we're watching. Wolves have taken the early lead against Burnley. You can see that just there. Just there. Okay, so everything should be up and running now. So as you can see, that has now changed where Wolves are now above Burnley. So they're off the foot of the table for a long time. For the first time in a long time. Stuffer, take that one. Jim, evening to you. Afternoon to you. Sorry, hope you're doing well. As oh look, this is what being live on YouTube looks like. Unless you are from Chatham. Afternoon, folks. Afternoon. Hope you're doing well. Paul says Chelsea can miss out on Europe possibly. That it's very much a possibility. Chelsea have to win, or well, they have to win to secure it. A draw and hope that Brentford lose would also secure it. If Brentford beat Liverpool and Chelsea don't win, Brentford go into the Conference League. So it's all very much up for grabs still. Been a while though, isn't it? It's been a while since I've done one of these. They will come back next season for sure, and I will make sure that we do it for a good part of it. I probably will start another channel for it. I just figured we'll do it here today on this channel, and then maybe for the World Cup we'll bring a new channel in, and that could be exclusively for the watch-alongs. Tails coming. Shots blocked though. Spurs are doing all right. They're playing well. Everton haven't quite got going yet. Spence heavy touch. Gets a corner for Spurs. Yeah, so there's a possibility that Chelsea can miss out on Europe altogether. Brentford not scored at Anfield in the last 6 games there, if I'm right. I think so. Not quite clued up with that. Finney says it's been 2 months since. Yes, it's been 2 months since I was last live on YouTube. So if you are sort of unaware of the whole thing, at some point during the week, I've got a new PC coming. So it's going to allow for quite a few things. The flight simulator we haven't done for about 2 weeks over on Twitch. Spurs have just had their foot go wide. Yeah, we've not actually done the flight sim for about 2 weeks. So new PC's on its way. That'll allow for that to come back. Dual streaming might come back as well. So again, those that don't want to go over to Twitch can watch on YouTube. It's actually a lot easier to set up on OBS than it is on Streamlabs. So, yeah. Oh, Christian Romero's actually turned up because he obviously fought the backlash. So Christian Romero wasn't actually supposed to be there. I don't think that's updating on that side. Let me just change it up a bit. Hang on. Where are we at? Right, hang on a sec. Cool. Right, there we go. We're back. That should all now be up to date and everything else should be working fine. Jim says one thing is for sure, it isn't live, so it is lurking as per usual. Yes. Oh, there's been some fun times over the last 48 hours. Oh, dearie me. Oh, what a chance. Spurs have just put it over the bar. Jalpalinia, back post. Hope everyone's well. Like I say, the watchalongs will be coming back when the World Cup begins in a couple of weeks' time. We will do it on a different channel. We will set one up. And then I'll link it as well, so everyone can subscribe to it. The 14 minutes gone. Is everyone enjoying the hot weather? Or are we all suffering? Cross the in. Spurs are on the attack at the moment. Tell brings it into the box. Jalpalinia tries an effort, blocked. Melting is all I'm saying. So what? It's crazy. Like where I am, it's like a proper sun trap. It is hot. Tell whips it in, headed away. All Spurs at the moment. That comes to nothing. Free kick to Everton. Phoenix has been watching the weather forecast today, and it said there will be thunderstorms. Well, it's normally the case after hot weather. Normally a thunderstorm straight after it. Just the one goal so far in the Premier League. That's Burnley against Wolves. West Ham still 0-0. And it's literally every other game is 0-0 apart from Burnley Wolves. But yeah, it's supposed to be even hotter tomorrow. Yeah, Jim says though it's about time this weather made an appearance nearly into June. We've had some cold nights though, which is I suppose a little bit odd. Bit of pressure here, but Spurs have dealt with it. So they're up for it, I suppose. They're absolutely up for it. But are they going to be expelling their energy too early? Maybe that's what Everton are doing. Paul was saying that I was hoping Stockport County would have won earlier today. Yeah, they lost, didn't they? Was it 4-1 in the end? I did see the penalty go in after the hair pull. Did it finish 4-1? Goal over at Craven Cottage. Fulham have taken the lead against Newcastle. So Fulham 1 up against Newcastle. I don't know what that does for the table. Let me just refresh. Don't know why it's not refreshing, if I'm going to be honest. So we'll see. See if it comes up. Did she? Did she, Carl? I know you meant Salah. That's where she's been. Taking free kicks for Liverpool. Finney says, I know it's Pep Guardiola's left Man City. Well, he's leaving after this game. The importance of proofreading. Yeah, so Pep leaves Man City after this game. After their game, I should say, against Villa. Arsenal are insufferably crowned champions after their game against Palace. Oof. So Everton just had a free kick. It was whipped in, and Tarkovsky heads it wide. It'll be nervy, I think, for Spurs if West Ham get a goal. Paul says it'd be interesting to see how Maresca does next season at City. It can go one of two ways. Like he'll continue everything because he's learned from Pep, or he'll go the same way he did at Chelsea. Spurs are in here, ball across, punch away by Pickford. Spurs still on the attack. Manchester City have scored against Aston Villa. Free kick. Or goal kick, sorry, to Everton. Yeah, so it can go one of two ways with Maresca at Man City, I think. It'll go the same way that you win at Chelsea, where it was sort of stable, but at the same time not great. But he will have a good quality players there at Man City. So he may actually thrive from it. Or the other side to it is he'll run him into the ground. So yeah. It's whichever way you sort of want it to go, I guess. So yeah, so City have taken the lead. Permutations from that are that Aston Villa can drop to 5th if Liverpool score and it would mean that Bournemouth would get Champions League football as it stands if Liverpool take the lead against Brentford. Sunderland have scored against Chelsea as well. So it's now Sunderland who are in the Europe. You've just seen that change. Sunderland, left-hand side, are in the Conference League place, which for their first season back in the Premiership is quite the achievement. You're going to need your calculator today. I think so. That's why I've got the league table up there, because I'll just refresh it every time. But all I know is that if Villa finish 5th, Bournemouth go into the Champions League. But if Brighton win, it could also be Brighton's opportunity. So there's lots to keep an eye on. Lots to keep an eye on. It's quite nice to actually have a Premier League finish that has a lot of things up for it. Paul coming in with a gifted Departure Lounge membership. Thank you, Paul. Become Everton. Ball goes into the box. Everton just finding their feet at the moment. Ball goes in. Cleared away. No communication there. Starting to get a little nervy now, Spurs fans. Oh, that's gone out. Yeah, shut up. Sounding like he didn't go out of play. Finney says Arsenal's my team, but did you not just say at the start of the stream, come on Spurs? Or did I miss that? How can Arsenal be your team, but you're cheering on Spurs? What's the matter with you? What's going on there then? So which one is it? Which one is it? Barry's moving forward here for Everton. Excuse me. I can't get my head around why Jed Spence is in the World Cup squad. Can't get my head around it. They're just showing a graphic. Last 10 home games for Spurs. 0 wins. They've only got 4 points at home in the last 10 games and conceded 22 goals. So they're not by any means prolific at home. And they're not great either. So a little bit of hope. I wonder if Palace can upset Arsenal this afternoon. It depends where Arsenal's heads are at. It may be a case of get the game done and then worry about everything else later. Everton on the attack at the moment. Dewsbury Hall. One back though by Everton. What is he good? The thing is, now that he's in the England squad, I'm now like looking at him, going, okay, right, what can you actually bring to the England squad? I've already worked out it's nothing. It's absolutely nothing. And Jai still goes, and Jai, go on then. Oh. Corner Everton, good chance that for Everton. Paul says, as it stands, Bournemouth and Brighton in the Europa League and Sunderland in the conference. Yes. The table left-hand side, right at the left-hand side, will tell you everything you need to know. But it can all change. And then we get to do this all again in 2 weeks' time. Not so much with the tables or anything else like that, but more with the World Cup side of things that's happening. We'll see a little bit more of that happening. Nottingham Forest have just taken the lead against Bournemouth, which would be good news for Brighton. Yeah. We're not going far in the World Cup with Jed Spence at fucking right back. What a shower of shit. So Brighton have got a better goal difference. So Brighton, if they take the lead against Man United, go above Brighton, go above Bournemouth. And in fact, that's all changed. Can you see that's all just changed then? So there you go. So Sunderland are in the Europa League as it stands. Manchester United have scored as well, which is why Sunderland are in the Europa League. It's all happening. So Bournemouth a goal down, Brighton a goal down, Sunderland a goal up. And Sunderland, as it stands, in the Europa League. And Bournemouth, if they can stay where they are, Liverpool win and Villa don't win, Bournemouth are in the Champions League next season. But Liverpool have to win. It'll be a hard one to keep up with for the for the afternoon, but bear with it. Or head of my Danso saved. Really should have. Well, really should have done better with that. Corner comes in, he's completely free. And his header hits Richarlison. Easy enough in the end for the goalkeeper. Dewsbury Hall went looking for Barry, couldn't find him. About 10 minutes or so before half time. Nil-nil still. So as it stands, Spurs are staying up as the results stay as they are. Here come Everton. Here's Njai. Brings it forward. Oh! Got away with that one, did Spurs. No wonder they're nervous. Paul says, presume you are doing a watch along for England Croatia on Wednesday, 17th of June. Yes, so that will be the case. So for the first week of the World Cup, I'll do some watch alongs. Some of the later games will be done, providing it's at a decent time. And by that, or on a day that's not a Monday, a Tuesday, a Wednesday, or a Thursday. But yeah, so for the first week, watch alongs. The rest of the group games, there won't be because I'm away. I'm away for that week, and then by the time we come back for the watch alongs, will be when in the knockouts. So yeah, the World Cup will be watch alongs, and then next season, we'll do a few more watch alongs, and we'll do it on a separate channel for sure. Tell, good header. Otherwise, it was curling in, maybe. Long throw here for Spurs. Headed half away. Gallagher. Cross blocked. Free kick here to Spurs. Been a while since we didn't do any watch-alongs on YouTube. It's been a while. I don't forget the last one we did. But it has been a while. Like I said, they'll be coming back next season, but on a different channel. We'll set one up especially for it. The free kick for Spurs. In it goes. Far too deep. Spurs corner. Will I be on it? Is that the question? It's the question that you want to ask. If you can find the link, it hasn't been set up yet, but if you can find the link for it, then yeah. Oh, oh! Goal for Spurs. Goal for Spurs. I can't find the damn. Where's the damn thing? Goal for Spurs. They hit the post. Jalpalinia. Jalpalinia's scored for Spurs. There's a header. Hits the post. He then again comes back to him. Oh, yeah, it's over the line. Joe says, sorry, I wish a live stream on YouTube. What's this? I'll tell you what, it's not. It's not a Chatham stream, that's for sure. He's not allowed. Welcome to you. Hope you're doing well. Carl says, bloody Spurs. I know. Man United 2-0 up as well. The West Ham will be crestfallen, but it's not over yet. So 1 up. Lewis would be in despair. Yes. I think Lewis would have also expected it to happen. I think he would have been expecting. Arsenal just scored as well. Arsenal 1 up. Oh. I was hoping, praying, had everything crossed that it'd go the way that I think everybody wanted today. But I think we could probably end the poll now. We could probably end the poll. I expected a little bit better from Everton, I'm not going to lie. They haven't been brilliant. I'd hope that David Moyes gives them a bit of a kick up the backside at half time because they've not been brilliant at all. They've been really poor. 14 shots for Spurs, 1 on target, 67% possession. Everton have had 4 shots, none on target. Half time at West Ham. 0-0 at half time at the London Stadium. Jim says, even in one of our worst seasons under Slot, Neverton are still in our shadow. So coming up to half time, we've got loads of scores to catch up on. You can see those right there. United 2-0 up against Brighton. Wolves have gone up against Burnley. Means that they'll finish the season not bottom of the table. Palace have gone down to Arsenal. Fulham have gone up against Newcastle. Half-time, Liverpool-Brentford, 0-0. Half-time as well, Man City, Aston Villa, 1-0 to City. Forest to goal up against Bournemouth. Sunderland to goal up against Chelsea. Tottenham goal up against Everton and West Ham. Leeds 0-0. Got Mikolenko down here for Everton. Jim says draws. Those are 3 points in Chatham land. Feel like going live, innit? Unlucky son. All right, half time. Tottenham 1, Everton 0. I mean, there's always next season. There'll always be next season for them to go down. But 1-0, half time. Spurs have been. I mean, they have. To be fair, they've been the better team, so you can't really deny it. But it is just one of those where you're just like, ugh, like really. Just you never seem to get what you want this season. Like Arsenal not winning the league, Tottenham going down. You just don't seem to get anything like that this season. You can only hope. You can only hope. And to be fair, Everton, like they themselves have not been at the races at all. They've had no real impact on the game at all, like none. So it's one I think that David Moyes is going to have a chat to the team about. They've not been anywhere near at it. They've just allowed Tottenham to boss the game, and that's what they've done. Elsewhere, still not half time between Burnley and Wolves. And this is the point where we take a very quick break for those that want to go grab drinks, food, just generally cool down. I think at this point, and we'll come back just before the start of the second half. Okay. Unlike the Chatham one, I have returned. Getting ourselves set up for a second half here. So in the West Ham Leeds game, it has been all West Ham. Been all West Ham, but they just haven't found the breakthrough yet. They'll need to do something if they're going to put a bit of pressure on Tottenham. Quite hefty. It's quite hefty, the goal difference between Spurs and West Ham. West Ham are currently on -22. Spurs are on -9. So the only way that West Ham can survive is if Spurs lose and they win. Paul says City getting 1 point against Spurs this season has proved costly. There's a few points that you could go to for that. Okay. Yeah, it was Sunday. It's all right. We'll have to go tomorrow then. When it's open on the bank holiday. Gonna ruin the plans for tomorrow, isn't it? Yeah, do it afterwards. Do it afterwards. It is a massive goal difference, yes. So the only way that West Ham can survive is if Tottenham lose and West Ham win. But Everton need to show up in the second half because they didn't really show up in the first. So game's getting off and underway again, as you can see, left hand side. Just dry. Dry. No, not yet. So big 45 minutes ahead. It was one of those you just didn't know whether Everton would turn up or whether they're just on holiday at the moment. But big 45 minutes coming up. And I say, just because Spurs are ahead doesn't mean they'll win. Aston Villa have equalised already at Man City. So 1-1 there. As it stands, Bournemouth will go into the Europa League, not Champions League. So we go. About to get off and away again. London has gone 2-0 up against Chelsea. So we haven't got underway yet. Equipment problems with the Wrath. So not underway yet. Arsenal are 2 up against Crystal Palace. So now we wait. So this game's about 4 minutes behind the West Ham game. I was thinking that. Cheap enough, isn't it? I mean, there's no rush. No rush. So we still haven't kicked off yet. West Ham game was kicked off 5 minutes ago. They were supposed to be syncing the two games together, but West Ham have already kicked off. And we are still waiting for this game to get back underway. Ridiculous with all the technology. Really, really is. Just the referees, the communication stuff. No, it's not that. The communication to everyone else. Well, I think we're good. About time. Off we go again. So they were supposed to sync both games up so nothing unintentionally happened, should we say. This game is 5 or so minutes behind the West Ham game. Spurs are winning. Mm. Manchester United are 3-0 up. They're handing out a whooping to Brighton. Goal for Brentford would put them into the Conference League and put Brighton out of it. Still lots to play for. As it stands, Sunderland in their first season back in the Premiership. Whoa! So they've just given a goal kick for what is a blatant corner. That's incredible. It's incredible. He's not given that as a corner. That's insane. Bournemouth have equalised. That's going to change a few things up again. And Burnley have equalised as well at against Wolves. Spence goes for goal and Pickford. I'll tell you what, Pickford can count himself lucky. Spence had the shot. It fell out of Pickford's hands. And that could have gone absolutely anywhere. Absolutely anywhere. Paul says, do you think Xabi Alonso can turn Chelsea's fortunes around next season? I would think so. I think we're now starting to break out of the only buying young players thing. I know he wants like experience. So I can only hope that his appointment can only do good things. There is talk of Mbappe, but how likely that is, I don't think it's likely at all. Chelsea have pulled one back, 2-1. Still doesn't change much, I don't think. Let's have a quick nosy at the refresh of the table. In fact, it comes down to goal difference in the end. If Brighton do get spanked by United, it comes down to goal difference. Brentford could go in to the Conference League purely on that basis. Just after 6. 5:04. Yeah. Look at order at 6. Yeah, to answer Paul's question, I'd like to think it will, and I'd like to think he will. do those afterwards. As long as we can get experiencing, because I'm a little bit sick and tired of like buying young players and expecting them to gel. It doesn't work that way. Not a Football Manager. Everton got a free kick. In it goes. Header. For no one. Cleared by Porro. Just a reminder, obviously, the Football Manager series on Twitch comes back on Monday. So tomorrow. For our next edition of our adventure in China. Liverpool scored. Liverpool 1, Brentford 0. So the only game that is still goalless is West Ham against Leeds. A reminder, of course, Spurs only need a point to survive. So Chelsea will finish the season in 9th if it stays this way, with Brentford dropping a place because they have conceded to Liverpool. Goal difference for Liverpool will put Villa to 5th if Villa lose against City. There's still plenty of places to play for still. Bournemouth still don't know where they're going yet. Jim says, fuck's sake, days like that and Slot keeps his job, I reckon, due to the Champions League qualification. He'll be there for another year. I can already see it. They missed out on Alonso. I mean, there is talk that apparently Iraola is supposed to be the favourite now to go to Liverpool, even though Palace have supposedly spoken to him. Thought Alonso was going to Chelsea. Yeah, no, he is. It's already signed, sealed, and delivered. Alonso's a Chelsea manager from July 1st. But what I'm saying is that you lot missed out on him because I suppose you've taken too long to work out what to do with Slot. So now I suppose you got Iraola, who is going to be a free agent because he's leaving Bournemouth. But then who'd you go for after that? If you don't get him, who'd you go for? If you sack Slot, I think he'll be there for next season. Yeah, it's all done. Alonso's in for a 4-year deal. Not got a clue if Slot goes. The only likely option would be an Iraola, but it's whether he goes to Palace or not. There's lots of different things to consider when it comes to that sort of thing. Jim says not just Slot that's the problem. It's those other two useless fuckwits, Edwards and Hughes. Chelsea are down to 10 men, yet Wesley Fofana got sent off. Again, this is why you need experience. I'm tired of it. Just tired of it. The interest in the club that I support this season has just been, it's been declining more and more, just because of the fact that it's not a model that I would go down. And you've seen it like Football Manager that we do on a Monday, a Wednesday afternoon, sometimes, and a Friday. It's just, it doesn't work. It works on Football Manager, but it doesn't work in real life, and I don't know what the owners are thinking. Aston Villa, by the way, have just taken the lead at City. So Man City 1, Villa 2, which is not the way that Pep would have wanted to go out. And so we'll keep an eye on that one. And also, Brentford have just equalised at Liverpool 1-1 there. Brentford with the point go back above. Chelsea. Paul says Jose Mourinho would be interesting at Liverpool, but I think he looks like he's on his way to Real Madrid. I think that's kind of done as well from what I've seen. I don't think Liverpool fans would take Mourinho. That's the problem. I also don't think Mourinho would go there. I might be wrong. Well, we've got Liverpool fans in the chat. Would you take Mourinho at Liverpool? Yeah, Jim's summed up nicely. Half cleared away here. Still 1-0. Entering the sort of hour mark. There's just been absolutely nothing about Everton in this one. They've been so poor. Like, you've got an opportunity here to relegate Tottenham. Like, do something about it. I think Moyes is about to do something about it. A couple of changes coming on. Paul, thank you so much. Gifting another Departure Lounge membership. Awesome support. Thank you, Paul. A couple of changes for Everton. Still 0-0. West Ham and Leeds. Goal West Ham. West Ham have scored. Confirmed on your screens. Castellanos has scored for West Ham. Now it should make things a little bit more interesting. Everton are coming forward. Corner comes in from West Ham as a header. So West Ham winning. If Everton get an equaliser, this is going to make things super interesting. Corner comes in. Headed away. Pressure's on here. Oh, yes. They need to pull their socks up now. Come on, Everton. No communication again. The atmosphere at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium has gone a little bit on the frightened side because they know that West Ham have scored. Mind you, if Leeds score, then obviously the atmosphere goes back up again. Have Everton had a shot on target yet? I don't think they have. No, they have not. They've had 5 shots and 0 on target. Otherwise, no other goals to report coming in from the other games. .25 to go. 1-0 in both games. Everton just starting to see a little bit more of the ball now. Corner kick. Everton have got it. Yeah, no, they've had no shots on target. Everton, but they've starting to know a little bit more of the ball now, which is going to obviously worry the Spurs fans. Need to do something with it. They have a corner. Corner comes in. Half punched away by Kinski. Cross is blocked down. Throw to Everton. Disappointed with Everton. I thought they would have been right up for this. Long throw in. Half cleared. We come back at Spurs. Fans starting to get a little bit nervy once again. Come on. 2 goals needed in 20 minutes for Everton. And Spurs go down as it stands. Or as it stays, I should say. .15 to go at West Ham. Spurs on the attack. Still going. Come on. Dewsbury Hall. Barry. Nothing comes from it. They're having a lot of ball at the moment, Everton, but they're just not doing anything with it. And it is really poor. They're going a little defensive here, I think, Spurs. Kolo Muani's about to come on. Any other game, as you can see, is coming into the last sort of 10 minutes or so. Wolves, Burnley are also on the same sort of time that's left. About 20 minutes. Obviously, the more that time goes on, the less likely it is that Everton will get 2 goals. The West Ham will do their bit if it stays as it is. A goal for Everton in the next couple minutes, should it come, would set up a real nervy finish. I don't think it's Spurs that are starting to panic. It's more the fans. The fans are getting a little bit nervy, and it's feeding onto the pitch. There are no other goals in the other games yet that have been scored. City still losing. They're 10 minutes away from losing. Jim says Stanley getting the standing ovation as he gets subbed. Be interested to see where he goes, I think. Two 0 West Ham. 2-0 West Ham. Jared Bowen. So West Ham doing their bit. There's 15 to go here. 10 to go at West Ham. Corner comes in from Spurs, goes all the way through. But West Ham 2-0 up. The confirmation that Jared Bowen scores. Fulham are 2-0 up. Carl says that Fulham goal was awesome. No doubt look at those in the highlights later. Problem is that I'd be a little bit more like, I know Spurs a little, Spurs fans are going to be nervous about it, but Everton haven't done anything, like nothing. Incredibly disappointing. So 15 to go. Everton on the attack at the moment. Well, they've got the ball more than anything. Got to score in the next couple of minutes, Everton. Got to score in the next couple of minutes. As it stands, West Ham getting relegated. I don't have any hope that Everton are going to do anything. Like, I really don't. Well, I'd probably sit here and say about 10 minutes to go in this game. I think Spurs will be safe. They just haven't done anything. There's been no threat from Everton at all. They've been a bit of a letdown. Spurs on the attack. Colin Tapsar gets into the box. Still going. That's a pen. No, it's a dive. It's a dive. Yellow card. Cheating bastards. Cheating bastards. Oh, you cheating bastard. Spurs are making a double change. All the other games are about to come to a close. Run through the scores. Brighton 0, United 3. Burnley 1, Wolves 1, Palace 0, Arsenal 2. Fulham 2, Newcastle 0. Liverpool 1, Brentford 1. Man City 1, Aston Villa 2. Forest 1, Bournemouth 1. Sunderland 2, Chelsea 1. And West Ham 2, Leeds 0. Still 1-0. Yeah. I just don't see anything else happening. Even if it was 0-0, I would probably still hedge a bet that Tottenham would do something like where they would probably score. But like Everton just have not created anything. Like nothing at all. It's disappointing. It could have been something brilliant today. Could have done us all a favour. Jim says Everton doing nothing new there then. Nah, nothing new there. Just really, really poor. Like, if you're watching the game, you can see just how poor they've been. Yeah, Paul coming in 2-2. Man City have equalised against Aston Villa. So a Liverpool winner, I think, gives Bournemouth Champions League football. I think. Reminder as well, we're back later on this evening from 8:30 for the Canadian Grand Prix watch along. That is over on Twitch. But yeah, as I say, as the minutes go on, it's looking increasingly unlikely that Everton will get 2 goals. Triple change for Everton. Crystal Palace have scored against Arsenal 2-1. You come in another account, Paul. You come in another account. Confused me just then. Yeah, the City goal was disallowed. Confused me just then. Unless you've got an impersonator. So West Ham are into injury time. We've still got 5 minutes plus injury time here. So West Ham have their job done. Palace have equalised against Arsenal 2-2. It's Tyreek George. George is in. Oh, the best they've had so far, Everton. Best chance they've had to do something. Where's the king of the spinners? Are we on about Lewis? I assume he's gone to the game. The Palace's equaliser has been disallowed, by the way. So it's still 2-1 Arsenal. So as it stands, in quite incredible circumstances, Sunderland are going into the Europa League in their first season back in the Premier League. It is quite incredible what they've achieved this season. Corner goes in. Getting a little bit nervy now for Spurs. Ball goes in, it's cleared. It's all Everton at the moment. Just time wasting tactics now for Spurs. I'm assuming Lewis has gone to the West Ham game. West Ham 3-0 up against Leeds. Jim says Robbo also getting a standing ovation. Well, I think he's off the Spurs, isn't he? It was depending on whether Spurs would stay in the Premier League. It's finished at West Ham. West Ham have done all they can. Brighton have lost to Manchester United. So West Ham have done everything they can do. They are just relying on Everton to score 2 goals. And we're about to find out just how much injury time we're about to get. Nine minutes. 9 minutes of injury time. If Everton score twice, West Ham stay up. A stoppage in play once again for a head injury, which means we're going to get a little bit more time added on here as well. You know what the embarrassing thing will be as well? The embarrassing thing will be that they'll celebrate like they've won a cup final. A club of Tottenham stature will celebrate like they've won a cup final. Embarrassing. I would, if it were me, I'd just be like, okay, well done. Let's focus on next season, not just celebrate like you've won a cup final. We're not done yet. They're just, do you know who I blame? Aston Villa. I blame Villa. Had they turned up against Spurs, they didn't get the 3 points. They'd be the ones going down. Fulham have beaten Newcastle 2-0. No. Arsenal have beaten Palace 2-1. So we've got about 5.5 minutes to go of injury time, but it will be a little bit longer than that because of the head injury to Ape Sarr. Shame they didn't go down. To be fair, get up, you fucking twat! Get up! Fucking time wasting. Get up, you. Full time, yep. City have lost. City have lost. Liverpool have drawn. Rubbish. Everton have been really, really poor. Really, really poor. Over at Sunderland. Sunderland are in the Europa League. That's confirmed. They beat Chelsea 2-1. In goes the cross from Everton. Oh, and Seamus Coleman puts it over. Oh, sorry, Alcaraz puts it over. So Bournemouth and Sunderland into the Europa League for next season. Brighton into the Conference League. Over at Bournemouth. Sorry, at Forest. 1-1 with Bournemouth. They know they're in Europe next season. What a shit season it's been. Arsenal win the league. Tottenham survive. Look at them, look. Look at it. I don't know if whoever's watched it. Fucking embarrassing. Looking like it's a cup final. Embarrassing for the Spurs fans. Fucking giving it all that look. Like, wee. Fucking embarrassing. To be fair, though, I mean, like I said, it's all down to what Everton have not produced today. They have not been good. George bringing it forward for Everton. They're on the attack. George into the inside. Goes for a goal. What a save by Kinski, that is. What a save that is. Good save. Very, very good save. Corner's in. Headed away. There's going to be a bit more time here, even though we're into nearly the 9th minute. There is going to be a bit more time. Garner whips it in. Over it goes. And that'll be enough, I think. Embarrassing. Look how they're celebrating. Look. Look at them. Look. Look at them. Oh, it's embarrassing. Look out. Look. Oh, yeah. Look, we're delighted. Look. Fucking embarrassing. Should be ashamed of yourselves. Embarrassing. Be ashamed of yourselves. Celebrating this shit. If I was a Tottenham fan, I wouldn't be celebrating this shit. You had a really shit season. And you're celebrating like you've won the FA Cup. Embarrassing. But then so have Everton. Everton have also been a bit embarrassing. They've not been great. The shot from Tyreek George is the only shot on target. But they'll turn up for the games against Chelsea. Cross goes in. Corner to Everton. Look at them, look. Fucking embarrassing. Look at the Zerbi, look. Fucking hell. How embarrassing. It's over. It's finished. Oh, that is embarrassing. I knew they would do that. The Zerbi running onto the pitch like he's just won the FA Cup. Disgusting club. Disgusting club. The players can celebrate. They can be relieved. It's fine. They've had a shit season, whatever. Don't celebrate like you've won the FA Cup. Don't celebrate like you've won the Premier League. Embarrassing. Small club mentality. Oh, it's embarrassing. Yeah, you cannot. Gary Neville's hitting a very good point at the moment. He's saying rather than celebrating, you should be going around apologizing to those fans. Apologize to those fans and say, "Look, we're really sorry we had a shit season. We're sorry we put you through it. Don't celebrate like you've won the fucking league. Embarrassing." But it's all over. Season's done. The Premier League's finished. Small club mentality for Spurs. Look at Vicario, the fucking goalkeeper, celebrating like he's won the league. Small club mentality. Fucking hate Spurs. The West Ham are relegated. That's confirmed. Wolves, Burnley, and West Ham relegated to the Championship. Arsenal, Man City, Man United, Villa, Liverpool in the Champions League. Bournemouth in the Europa League along with Sunderland. I mean, credit to Sunderland. They have had a very, very good first season back in the Premier League. And they're in the Europa League. Brighton make the Conference League. Look at Van der Vet. Fuck off. Fucking embarrassing. Yeah, woo, we did it. No, it should be, I'm sorry. Sorry we've had a shit season. We'll make sure we don't do it next season. So embarrassing. So embarrassing. Small club mentality. If you turn on Sky Sports, you can see what a small club mentality looks like. Fucking embarrassing. Look at the fans, look. Fucking hell. You're shit, mate. You're all shit. You've all been shit. What are you celebrating like you won the league for? Fucking hell. Jesus Christ. Carl says, I did say Sunderland were one to watch this season. Fair play to them. Absolutely. Well, we're going to go away from here because I don't want to watch the embarrassing scenes. Credit to Sunderland, though. They can celebrate like they've won the league. Nobody expected Sunderland to get European football next season. But yeah, fair play. Carl says, can really tell if you really don't like Spurs. I fucking hate them. I hate fucking Spurs. Hate them. Embarrassing. To sit there and be like, way, fucking way. No, embarrassing. So yeah, so Bournemouth and Sunderland in the Europa League. We're going to disappear for this one. We're gonna be back 8:30 on Twitch for the F1 from Canada. So get yourselves prepped for that one. Grab yourself some foods. We'll see you in about 2 hours, not 2 hours and 15 minutes. How embarrassing was it? Don't even get me started. Super embarrassing. I'd be embarrassed to be a Spurs fan if that's me celebrating the fact that you avoided relegation for the second season in a row. Disgusting. Right, I'll see you in about just over 2 hours' time. I'll see you soon.